Wrestling days, and welcome to this Hell in a Cell stream. This is Hell in a Cell 2015, and I have decorated the stream for Hell in a Cell. I am inside Hell in a Cell. This is going to be hell for you guys as well, because you can't see me fully. You're only getting just mere glimpses of me with this stream. I am actually going to take this away eventually, but let's just go with it, right? Let's go with it, because it took me a little bit of time to set it up, and I don't want to take it away yet. So, yes, these are the kind of things that we can do on the stream, because I am that next level YouTuber. I'm kind of that next level above where, you know, PewDiePie is, and Marky Pillar, and X-Series, you know, all these other YouTubers. I'm that next level above. So, yeah, this is very, very exciting. If you are just joining us, I am inside the cell. Don't worry, I will, as I said, be taking it away. But, yes, very excited for tonight. We will, in fact, I'm going to take it away now. I think we've all had our fun. We've all had our fun, guys. We've all had our fun. Hang on, I said I can take it away. I can do it. Give me a second. Whoo, the pressure was on then. The pressure was on. Shout out to everyone that's joining us. We are watching Hell in a Cell 2015. Hell in a Cell 2015. Do you remember how I said that I'm like next level YouTuber? I can bring it back. I can bring it back. Just like that. Wow. I am that good. Although I didn't quite crop it right on the left-hand side. It can get better. It can get better in the future. So I'm going to take it away again. I'm a little disappointed with myself. Yeah, very excited for this show. It was voted for by the members of the channel. And I've got to say, and I do mean this with all sincerity, I think they did an awful job. I think they voted for the worst option that was available. So, well done, members. Because of the 4 shows, this is the one I wanted to watch the least. I am still excited because I only gave good options. But of the 4 options, come on! There were way better shows than we could be watching. Usos versus New Day tonight. That was a fire match! That was a fire match! We could be watching a Halloween Havoc tonight. Instead, we've got to watch old man Undertaker take on barely see him Lesnar. I think that's their real names, actually. But in all fairness, it is a very good match. It's 4.25 stars from Dave Meltzer, so can't be too upset. Rest of the card is okay. You've got the likes of Charlotte versus Nikki. You've got John Cena with an open challenge. He's doing his United States Open challenges around this time. So this is pay-per-view. He issues an open challenge, and someone very interesting answers that challenge. We've also got Roman versus Bray. So that's quite interesting. I don't remember it being like a brilliant match. But do you know what? I think tonight will be solid. I think it'll be entertaining. I think it'll just wet the whistle. And honestly, my whistle needs wetting. My voice is a little bit shot today. It's a little bit shotzy Blackheart. It's a little bit shot because of last night. We did 8 hours of streaming last night. And I don't even know if that's true. I think it's true. We did a 5-hour summit and a 2-hour summit. So I'm pretty sure it comes to about 8 in total. If not, it was just under. Yeah. So, yeah, kind of crazy. So I hope people appreciate the fact that I'm here. That's all I'm saying. Because I could be in bed right now. And honestly, I probably should be. Shout out to everyone that's in the chat. I voted for New Day. Who's that? Oh, of course, it's Miss Clown 1, legend. Of course you did. I believe that you did. I've seen some other people, Austin 316, bragging about the fact they voted for this show. So there we go. I care. I don't care what we watch as long as it's not Total Divas, says Lenny. Yeah, look, I'm only joking. I mean, I'm not joking in the sense of the four options, this is the one I wanted to watch the least. But what I did was I Googled the best Hell in the Cells and I Googled the best Halloween Havocs. So all of the options were solid. There wasn't like any bad shows that was an option. This was, I can't remember if it's the best or second best Hell in a Cell event. It's either one or two. So I am giving people some time as well, by the way. I know that I'm a natural talker, but I am actually just waiting. I hope people are using that time to find Hell in a Cell 2015. And also, what I would say is, not just find it, allow it to load a little bit. That's what I like to do. I find that the buffering greatly decreases if you allow it to load. You just give it a moment. So I always find that about 10 minutes at the start of the stream, just, you know, having a little chat. So a couple more minutes, letting it load. It does make for a more pleasant stream. So that's what we're doing right now. Brian OK says, Days, I've been watching you for a year. Love the videos and streams. Keep up the good work. What happened with the Wheel of Fun? Flipping YouTube happened to the Wheel of Fun. That's what happened. YouTube brought changes in at the start of the year that now every single stream, every single video, every single upload you do, you have to say, is it made for children or not? If it is made for children, then you can't monetize it, so the channel won't earn anything from it. It won't send out notifications. It's there's loads of stuff that it won't allow you to do. It doesn't appear in notifications. It won't send out an alert. It won't appear in people's feeds. You can't. I mean, basically, just don't bother. They might as well say that. If it's aimed at kids, don't bother. Just don't bother. There's other things you can use your time on. So, like, things that they look out for is, like, toys. Obviously, in the thing, we were giving away kids' magazines. I mean, it's kind of hard to give away kids' magazines and justify the fact that that's not aimed at potentially kids. It's a kids' magazine. Figures, I think, are a bit of a grey area. And the last thing I wanted was grey areas. So whenever I do, I mean, you might have noticed that, like, the kids' magazine videos, if you see them on the channel, they never really do that well. They get, like, 1,000 and some views. That's not because I'm not very popular. I'm really popular. You should know this. I am so popular. I'm like the popular girl at school. Like, all of the jocks want to date me. So I'm super popular. But with that kids magazine video, you can't. It won't send out a notification. It's you can't monetize it. Yeah, because I have to say it's aimed at kids. So that's where the flipping Wheel of Fun went. It went to YouTube heaven, which is where I hope to go to one day as well. Dalton says, I voted Halloween Havoc, Eddie Guerrero versus... Yes, Dalton. You and me, mate. That is now... I should have a running list of shows that I really want to watch. That would be right up there for that match. I haven't seen that match since... that match is one I will have seen separately as a clip or on a videotape or something, like around the 2000s. I didn't watch it at the time. I wasn't into WCW. But I will have seen it around the 2000s. I don't think I've ever watched that match or that show since getting the network. So that show now is definitely in my top 10 of shows that I would want to watch. It might be interesting, actually, to just sit down and have a think about what those shows would be. I'd love to watch the Wrestling Classic, because that was WrestleMania before WrestleMania. I think that's right. I can't remember if it came after WrestleMania, thinking about it. It was around the first WrestleMania. I can't remember if it was before. I think it was. I think it's the Wrestling Classic. Then they did WrestleMania. I think that's right. I'd have to double check it. But I really want to watch that. It's meant to be awful. I think the main event is Hulk Hogan against Roddy Piper. And I think there's like a whole tournament and loads of stuff. But yeah, I'd like to watch that. I'd like to watch that Halloween Havoc as well. I would like to watch. This might sound crazy. I'd love to watch WrestleMania 18, Hogan and Rock. Of all the WrestleManias, that's one I've watched the least. How weird is that? And it's one of the biggest moments. I mean, we've gone back and rewatched quite a few WrestleManias, but we've not done 18. We got up to 4. We started doing them in a row. We got up to 4, and there's quite a few we haven't seen. But I would say the biggest, maybe most important one we've not revisited is 18. We've done 17. We've done 19. We've done 10. You know, we've done quite a few of the big ones. Few in the 20s, few in the 30s. But yeah, I'd love to do 18 as well. So that would be up there. So yeah, I mean, there's quite a few. Right, I could sit here and rabbit on about things that aren't Hell in a Cell 2015, but I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to deprive you of the Hell in a Cell goodness. So here we go then. Are we ready? In 3, 2, 1, go. Boom. We are underway for Hell in a Cell 2015. Always takes like a little moment for it to get going. Just literally got a circle going round at the moment, which is going to help no one. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm fantastically out of sync with the clock now. Where am I? I'm at 11 seconds, and this says I'm at 30. So I'm about... Oh, no, and I've got flipping Spanish. I've got flipping Spanish, I tell you. Don't need Spanish. Oh my god, it's all over the place. Look, you try and let it load. Okay, well, oh. Let's hope this is not going to be an ish. El Inferno. Okay. Ah, you let it load a little bit, and now it's just being awful face. Okay, well, it is what it is. It should settle eventually. Right, here we go. Days, have you done that it's so easy just to do that? I've no idea what that means, dude. Pretty sure we've seen some vibrating junk in the main event, says Alex. Well, that's the reason why I put it as an option. That's the only reason I put it as an option. Dat King, shout out to you. Save the Cookies 2020 says 834. Days, how many matches are confirmed for Hell in a Cell? What, this year's Hell in a Cell? Someone was saying not the other day. Honestly, not many. Not many. Maybe 3. Let's have a look. Hell in a Cell 2020. Hell in a Cell is 3. So far, we got Roman versus Jay. We've got Drew versus Randy. We got Bailey versus Sasha. That's all we've got lined up so far. Landon, awesome. Shout out to you, my friend. Seth versus Kane. Yeah, Seth versus Kane on this show, isn't it? This is brought to us by 2K16. Little did they know of the disaster that was on the way. That was 2K20. We got Pyro going off. Hell in a Cell. Isn't it weird? This is only 5 years ago, and I remember the show, but it feels like a lifetime ago. There's been so much that's happened since. It does feel very different. I mean, first of all, there's a crowd. Even that blows my mind. LA is Hell in a Cell. Yeah, there's 17,000 people there. It's at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. And I think, do we start with John Cena? Yes, we do. John making his way out. Married. He wasn't married here. Breaking news. This is when he was single. Well, not single. I think he was with Nikki, actually. Cena sucks. John Cena sucks when he has a drink and he uses a straw. He has to suck. A lot happens in a year in wrestling. True. Have you done that? It's easy. Just get to do that. I don't know what you mean, Wrestling Days fan. Honestly. You and me are not on the same page at the moment. I'm going to have to get up. I need a drink, says Other Mother. Other Mother, you should have been prepared. I don't want to have to be the one to call you out on these public streams in front of at least 5 people that's watching. But honestly, you should have been prepared. Although saying that, I don't think I've got a drink. I might have to call myself out because I might have to go and get a drink. Although I did have a coffee before the stream started, so. Days, can you do Halloween Havoc 89 with the Road Warriors? Sorry, Robin, I can't because I don't know them. So there's no way that I can invite them round. But it would be interesting to do a pay-per-view with the Road Warriors. Right, here we go. Here is John Cena. Who says you can't wear green and orange? Because whoever that person is, CC is not listening. He's come down. He's got the United States Championship over his shoulder. It is his left shoulder. And, he says, I had a horribly long and boring dissertation planned. LA is the place to be. John Cena is still the man to beat. Boo. Anna, shout out to you, Anna. What a game earlier as well, Anna. Amazing. You want some? Come. Get some. Open challenge at a pay-per-view is always awesome, isn't it? Open challenge at a pay-per-view. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Here comes Zeb Coulter. Zeb Coulter. Dutch. Dirty Dutch Mantel. Cut that music. Very famous in wrestling, Dutch Mantel. Some people like you and some people don't. They made a couple of Mattel figures. Again, I always look to see if I can find them. I never can. But I do have one. I do have a Dutch Mantel. A Zeb Coulter. Shame they never made the scooter. That's a shame. Think they missed the trick there. And actually, I think that might be the Cena that I put in the microwave, you know. I'm sure he had an orange shirt on. I think that's the Cena I put in the microwave. Right, here we go. I'm going to introduce you to your opponent. Ladies and gentlemen. Look at that reaction. He would not get that reaction today. The thing was, at the time, Del Rio had actually been off doing some interesting stuff. Like, he'd had some good matches in other promotions. So, he had a little bit of momentum at this stage. So, he'd been gone for a little while. This was him coming back. This was a return for Alberto Del Rio. And, yeah, people are kind of into the idea of him coming back at this point, which is crazy. He'd go on to be as boring as he always was. But, yeah, he got a decent pop here. He got a decent pop. And fast forward to 2020, he's on the verge of going to prison now, so... lol. Del Rio is a douche. Ew, Del Rio. We were all so naive in 2015. Honestly, if we could go back and tell ourselves... Dun, 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 dun. The following contest. So, this is for the United States Championship. John Cena versus Alberto Del Rio. Let's have a look. I'm going to have a look and see how long this match lasts, because I can sense the disappointment. I can sense people going, ugh. But don't worry, I don't think it's long. 7 minutes. It's all right, isn't it? 7 minutes. It's kind of the amount of time it would take you to drink a medium-sized Slurpee. There's no chance he's coming back now. No, there's no chance. He going to prison, baby. Days, he was the AAA champion at this point. Thank you, Nelson. Yes, thank you. I knew he had gone. In my mind, he'd done something with Impact. So I wasn't actually thinking AAA in Mexico, but there we go. He'd gone off. He'd become the AAA champion. He'd got a little bit of momentum. And here he was coming back, answering the open challenge from John Cena. So, yeah, interesting. We should have known, even back then, how coked up he was. Yeah. For those youngsters watching, he loves Coke. Diet Coke, Coke Zero, Coke with lime, Coke with more Coke. He loves it. So, yeah. Did you know he did some MMA in the 2000s? Yes, I did. Not with UFC, though. I can't remember who it was with, but I know he did a little bit. Chelsea fan, shout out to you. He traded Hell in a Cell for a real cell. That's excellent. That is excellent. Well done, Brad. That is excellent. He traded Hell in a Cell for a real cell. And John Cena traded Alberto Del Rio for a wife. That's how far we've come in 5 years. Days, what are your thoughts on Big Daddy? What, the UK wrestler, Big Daddy? Or is this some guy that you know that I'm meant to know as well? I'm worried about you now, Miss Clownmon. I'm worried about you. I don't know the same people that you know, so say hello to Big Daddy from me, yeah? And I think he's great. Let's get that out there. The last thing I need is being visited by someone called Big Daddy. The wrestler Big Daddy, though, I think did an awful lot for British wrestling. Was kind of like our version of Hulk Hogan in the sense of household name. Like, when you thought of wrestling back in the day, you thought of Hogan, but if you was in the UK, you would think of Big Daddy. Big Daddy was maybe more well-known than Hulk Hogan over here throughout, like, the 70s and early 80s. He had, like, annuals that came out every year, and he was always on chat shows. He took wrestling, like, I don't want to say he took it mainstream, because it was mainstream anyway, but you could argue the biggest UK star. So, yeah, I mean, his matches, from what I've seen, were awful. He's just a fat guy, just bashing into people. But then you could say that Hogan's matches weren't brilliant. So, yeah, it was what it was. What blew my mind was that Giant Haystacks, who was his like main opponent in the 70s, 80s, actually went to WCW and had a little run, a few matches in WCW. I never knew that. Blew my mind that Giant Haystacks went over to America. Oh, through the ropes goes Del Rio, goes crashing to the outside. For those that don't know, he was called Loch Ness. Loch Ness. And he was flipping huge. Flipping huge. Bigger than Yokozuna. Into the ring goes Del Rio. As we said, this only goes for 7 minutes, so don't lose heart yet, my friends. Don't lose heart. Del Rio. Okay, so we are underway. This is for the United States Championship. They showed Jungle Boy and Shayna Baszler in the crowd. What crowd? This crowd. This crowd? Or do you just mean in general? I know they showed Jungle Boy at SummerSlam. Wasn't this show. And I know they showed Shayna at SummerSlam. But I don't know it's this show. My tablet is almost dead, says John. Shout out to you. Days, I'm going to be in the Thunderdome tomorrow, says Creed. Have fun. Jay White lost to Ishii. Ishii smacked him around like a ragdoll. Heather, I was thinking of you earlier. I saw the result of the G1 final, but I didn't watch it. Was the match good? I'm guessing it was amazing. But did it live up to being the final? That's the question. Was it a worthy final? I shouldn't even ask, was it a good match? I know it's going to have been a good match, but was it a worthy final? I'd like to know. I know you get very excited about New Japan. I live my excitement through you. So, yeah, let me know. Days, Jungle Boy is in the crowd. You can't miss him. What, at this show? Okay. I will keep an eye out for someone in a loincloth. 1, 2... Shoulder up by Cena. Yes, there's this crowd. Today I won the semi-finals for baseball. Many congratulations, John. Del Rio is climbing up. Alex says, stupid question. Why do wrestlers hold their breath when doing a move? Or make a dive? That's quite an interesting... I don't know. I can understand it when you're doing a crossbody, because maybe you don't want to land whilst breathing in, because maybe when you make contact, do you know what I mean? You need a bit of give or something, I don't know. Maybe you want some cushion. Maybe you want a bit of air in there for when you make contact. And not just ribs. Jungle Boy was in the crowd at SummerSlam 2009. Yeah, I remember that. I haven't seen him in here, but then I've been chatting to you guys, in all honesty, and I'm not too bothered about watching the Del Rio match, which doesn't make for a great watch-along. But... strikes back and forth by Del Rio and Cena. Cena has got black shorts, jorts, whatever they're called. Picks up Del Rio. I don't know why they're both in black. I mean, you're not going to confuse them because I always loved... Can I just say, Del Rio always had classy ring attire. Can you see his ring attire? It's crisp. It's black. It's got gold highlights, but the highlights are classy. It's nice. Love his boots. Always thought his boots looked very classy. Nice kick. Like the wings at the front on the side look great. Nice kick by Del Rio. And he gets it. That's it. There we go. Done. Bosh. Forget about it. First match down. Look how excited Zeb Coulter is. That was big, actually, because Cena had been doing his open challenges, and week after week after week, people hadn't beaten him. Boom, 7 minutes at the start of Hell in a Cell. What a way to come back. That's good. That's it. I mean, like, okay, wrong person, but good way to start the show. Like, it's a big talking point. Like, what, did you just hear Cena lost the US title? No, who was it? Del Rio. It's cool. Apart from the fact it's Del Rio. Baszler in the crowd. There's a lot of excitement about Baszler being in the crowd. Zeb Coulter's got his hand out, and he shakes the hand of Del Rio. It is heartwarming. Look at that. It's just a boy and his old man friend. That's what you love to see. Beep, 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 beep. I wish it made that noise. I wish that little scooter thing really loudly made that noise when it was reversing. Beep, beep. This vehicle is reversing. Beep, beep, beep. It's slow, isn't it, that little scooter thing? Why did Del Rio never make his way down to the ring riding on the back of it? Imagine that. Do you imagine how he used to come out in those really expensive cars? Why didn't he come out on the back of that? That would have been awesome. We've got a very young-looking Triple H, fresh-faced. This is before the Wednesday Night War wore him down, made him twisted and bitter. We've got Steph as well. Backstage with Seth. Their names are very close, aren't they? Steph and Seth. I wonder if Triple H has ever took the wrong one home. Days, I'm so pumped for the Firefly Funhouse tomorrow. Hopefully with Alexa. I love her. I think that Bray goes right for Drew, or what feud should he start with? I think Alexa goes for Asuka. Yeah, Drew's a good shout, actually, because I think Drew is going to lose the title and is going to need someone else to occupy him. So you could be right there. Corporate Kane, Demon Kane. It's the same person. Look, we got Smiley Kane. Triple H says, this is a private meeting. Look at this. He's creepy with a smiley face, isn't he, Kane? Look at him. I guess there's one thing left to say. Good luck. You're going to need it. He's tall, isn't he? Look at the size of him compared to Triple H. I didn't realise, like, Triple H is having to look up here to Kane. Is the structure coming down? We've got the lowering music. The bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. What other steel structure has got lowering music? This is before it was Eva Marie. Oh, Roman Bray. Might be Roman Bray now. Here we go. Here we go. Look, things are picking up. You know what time it is, guys? Hell in a Cell! Hell in a Cell time! This is kind of cool. I don't know why it's so rusty. I should look after the cell better, shouldn't I? That's what happens when you leave it out. I haven't used it for a year, left it out in the garden, and it's gone all rusty. So, I don't know. And apparently caught fire as well. So, Yeah, I just don't look after things. I've been told this my whole life. I just do not look after things. So I'm going to take it away again. I can do that. Boom. Hell in a Cell. Days Smiling Kane. Did he visit Isaac Yankem? Man, could you imagine some of the fun that he could have at home? Imagine some of the fun, the different characters that he can portray at home. He could go for dinner with his family as Fake Diesel. And then next night come down as Isaac Yankem. Next night come down as a freaking mayor. Next night come down as Kane. But like Kane from, say, the 2000s. Then he could come down as debut Kane. He could do a whole week of different characters. Unbelievable. Days, Cody or Adam Cole? That's tough, man. I think they're very comparable. I think Cody's got the name value of the Rhodes name. I think that he's got great in-ring wrestling. I think he's got very good psychology. I think Cole has as well. I think both their matches are excellent. I think I'd go with Cody right now. And the only difference is Cody can choose what he does. He's in a position right now where he can do what he wants to do, whereas Cole at the moment is kind of having to do what he's being told. He's not I don't think Cole's quite got the abilities, the freedoms, that's the word I'm looking for. The freedom that Cody's got. Technically, they're both the same. I couldn't separate them. Very close. Very, very close. Both their matches are great, but I think right now Cody's just having just such fun. Some week he's got black hair, next week he's got blonde hair. Do you know what I mean? You just never know with Cody. Whereas with Adam Cole, he's always got the same coloured hair. And that's what it comes down to. Although, saying that, I've got to say, I think Britt Baker's a lot of fun. And I think Brandy Rhodes is really freaking annoying. So, Adam Cole wins there, definitely. So that makes it hard now. That makes it hard. Who do I respect more? The guy that's going out with Britt Baker, who I think's a great wrestler and very entertaining, or the guy that's going out with super annoying Brandy Rhodes? Got more respect for Adam Cole. So I've changed my mind. Adam Cole wins on that fact alone. Well done, Adam Cole. Right, Bray's coming down. We've got Fireflies. We've got a Lantern. We don't have a Fiend. Fun fact, back in 2015, there wasn't a Fiend. There wasn't Puppets. There wasn't Alexa Bliss. She hadn't even been born, right? So we're going back to Eater of Worlds. All the Fireflies. Adam Cole is better, baby. Cody can co-own a company. Yeah, we've explored it all. We've explored it all. Can we get UFC results? Yeah. On Google. Days, how dare you say Cody is better than Adam Cole, baby? No, I settled on Cole because of Britt Baker. Right. Oh, they've got the LED board at the side of the ring. Del Rio has been drafted to jail, says Abdu. Yes, that's right. An very extreme draft. Days, you forgot Christmas Creature Kane coming down your chimney with cane figs. Oh, that's what he can dress as on a Sunday. It's perfect for the Lord's Day. Lol at Days just rocking back and forth. It's one of them streams. It is one of them streams. I'm having to do that. I don't know why I'm doing that, actually. Is this a sign of madness? Am I, like, completely losing my mind? Roman coming through the crowd. And look, he's like touching fists as he's coming down. He was doing everything he could to please people. The talking is done. Now it's time to do the walking. Yeah, you see, it's things like that. That's why he shouldn't be allowed to talk. That tweet right there is why he needed Paul Heyman. If you're going to tweet out, the talking is done, now it's time to do the walking, it's best you just shut up. It's best you just shut up. I hate him a little bit now, after reading that. I feel like he really wasted my time. Yeah, I was saying anyway, we got the LED screen on the side of the ring. Not on the ring posts, though. So it's just one panel on the side. They were very much dipping their toes in the water, the LED water. This is where it was starting. Can I tell you as well, this is a long match, goes for like 25 minutes. It's meant to be all right. It's not a bad match, so it shouldn't be a chore. Plus, people love Bray. And it's Hell in a Cell. But it does go 20-odd minutes. It's the longest match on the show. Bray is wearing white trousers. Very brave. Can I just say as well, I hated the pink middle rope. I'm just going to say it. I know that's going to upset people. People are going to be like, but it's for cancer, breast cancer awareness. I know it is. But I don't like it. I don't think that it works on a wrestling ring. Like, I feel there's a different way that you can show your support. I don't think that you have to do that to the middle rope. And I think they've kind of stopped doing it, in all fairness. In fact, I don't even know if they support breast cancer awareness anymore. I'm sure they do, but, like, not on the shows. I just don't like it. Is it the worst thing in the world? No. But it's one of. Chelsea are going to beat Man United, says Wrestling Days fam. They could do. I miss Bray's old theme, says Austin 316. Yeah. His new one is the same as it, and it's just slightly redone. Right, here we go. Roman hurling Bray over to the corner. So, if you've ever wondered, what would happen if we got Roman versus The Fiend? This is what would happen. This is it. It happened in 2015. Random question. Do you think that that is things? Again, for the third or fourth time. I have no idea what you mean. David P85 says, Paul Heyman's new phrase. Roman Reigns is going to win, whether he wants to or not. Did you see? That was huge. Did you see what Wrestle with Andy did? Wrestle with Andy managed, and I don't know how he did it, but he managed to track down that the British Bulldog's going to win whether he wants to or not. He managed to track down that person. And can you hear that I'm saying the word person? Because it turned out it's a girl for flipping how many years? 28 years? The whole world has thought that was a little boy. But yeah, apparently he's trying to get an interview on his channel. That'll be a big interview, man. I can't wait to see that. So big shout out to Wrestle with Andy, who managed to grab that or find that person. The British Bulldog's gonna win whether he wants to or not. It's one of the most famous sound bites in WWE history at the start of SummerSlam 92. So I saw quite a lot of buzz about that. We want a Young Bucks sign in the crowd. I can tell you that Bray getting thrown into the ring steps into the side of Hell in a Cell. The British Bulldog is going to win whether he wants to or not. It's such a good line. Bray just getting battered at the moment. Rolls through the ring and to the outside. Big strike by Bray. He's looking to suplex Roman into the side of the cell. Roman going over. Bray couldn't get that suplex. Big strike by Bray to Roman. Was it a kendo? It was. It was a kendo. Boom! There we go. Bray has got a kendo stick. I like his shirt. Only just noticed Bray's shirt. It's an image of Bray with the lantern. This is Big Bray. This is Huskus the Big Boy Bray. Slightly chunky. And this is Chunky Monkey Bray. This is Vicious with a kendo stick Bray. I hope Sasha Banks is going to beat up Bayley for revenge. And she takes the SmackDown Women's Championship, says Christina. Days Alberto has been sentenced to hell in a cell for life, says Landon. Yeah, he kind of took the whole hell in a cell thing a little too serious, didn't he? Days, can I get a shout out? And never ever wear Vans. And yesterday, I got an Elite figure for a gift. I unwrapped it, and it was Eva Marie. I set it on fire, and I threw it away immediately. Shout out to you, Donald Jackson, and also I know you're lying because they've never made an Elite Eva Marie. So, don't you come on here telling your fibs. How dare you? How dare you? I think that means I can wear Vans. You fibber. Oh, stomping away. It's weird that there's only 3 matches announced for Hell in a Cell, but all 3 are huge, says Shay. Yeah. Perhaps that's it this year. Perhaps it's going to be like an hour. It's going to be an hour-long show. 3 matches. That's it. Nice, quick night. Days, he is lying. Bray with a chair. Roman down. Bray grabbing the kendo stick. Sitting. He just went Orange Cassidy then, Bray. Bray grabbed a chair, sat down, just started lightly bashing Roman. He's poking him in the face. I don't remember this. Poking him in the face with the kendo. Is that annoying? Is that annoying? Is that annoying? Is that annoying? Am I annoying you? Am I annoying you, Roman? Roman. Am I annoying you? Roman. Reigns. The Shield. Roman. Why does no one do it? That would be my gimmick. I'd be super annoying. I'd be the annoying wrestler. And I know that you're finding that hard to believe. You're like, I can't see that. But yeah, that would be my gimmick. Big strikes back and forth between Bray and Roman. Headbutt by Roman, driving Bray back. Oh, into a kendo! Kendo stick that was put through the cell in the corner. Roman went through it. Nasty. Broke that stick. That stick had a family, damn it. Good God Almighty. It's broken in half. That's fun. That's a fun little spot, isn't it? Dave, Eva is bad. She is a walk-in botch, and she makes a fool of herself. Big strikes by Roman into the chair. Ah! There was a chair that was sticking out of the cell, and Bray Wyatt just went head first. That might be the exact moment that he started seeing the funhouse in his mind. That might have been the exact... All of a sudden, now he's got, like, puppets in his head that weren't there before. because of him going head first into a chair. Roman looking under the ring. Oh, look at it. The replay is horrible. Double kendos. Double kendos. Not kendolls. I love that. Roman, as he's walking forward, is like tapping the floor like a train. Shh, 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 shh. Oh! Unloading on Bray! Yowie wowie! Yes! Why doesn't Roman do that? He's like, this is Yowie. This is wowie. Amazing. Heart. Heel. Heart. Heel. This is Alexa. This is Bliss. Now he's getting a table. This match is fun. This match is way more fun than I remember. Look at the smile on the face. One isn't enough. We need 2 tables. Michael Cole says, what does he need 2 for? Well, you'll find out, Michael. Be patient. God, I bet he's a nightmare on Christmas Eve. Right, is setting up a table on the outside. Just like a big dog. Always fetching sticks. Yes, Dave in real life. Yes. Well done. Well done. That was lovely. Right, so he set up a table. What's he doing now? Drive by, not with the car, but with his legs. Into the side of Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt down in the... Oh, he's got a funky glove. Never noticed this funky glove before. Bray Wyatt with a funky glove. Who does he think he is? Michael Jackson. Charging over. Oh, big kicks by Roman. To the midsection. Look, DDT outside the ring. Through a table. That'd be sick. He's not done it, though. Well, is he? Is he going to do it? Is he going to DDT him through that table or suplex him? What are you doing? What are you doing, mate? No. Oh, I wanted to see that. I hate it when they tease moves like that. Is that a Uranagi? Uranagi to the outside. That table imploded. Holy shit. Holy shit. What impact. I have to wait until 8 to eat dinner, says Ahmad. Oh, that sucks. Days, I've some breaking news. Triple T has been exposed as the British Bulldog, and he's going to win a fake British accent. Well, that'll make Tuesday interesting. Days, Undisputed Era or Young Bucks? Undisputed Era. Roman getting thrown into the ring. Bray going for the cover. Shoulder up by Roman. Holy shit. Shout out to Landon Awesome. 2. Shoulder up again. What's your favourite table spot? I like just right of the middle. Round about there. That's my favourite spot on a table. A lot of people would say exactly in the middle. That's a bit too predictable. I would go just to the right. That's my favourite spot. On the outside is Roman. Bray is crouching. Crouching Bray. Hidden Dragon. And he's about to charge over Roman. Oh, I thought he was going to move. I thought he was going to move out the way, but he didn't. And instead, he went driven into the side of the cell. I keep wanting to say cage, but it's not really a cage, but it is a cage. But it's a cell. Roman is down in the corner of the ring. Big strikes to the side of the head. Seems to be out here. Ref, you might want to look for a ref stoppage. Roman seems to be unresponsive. If Roman can't defend himself... Oh, that's nasty as well, because those ring posts, I think, are square. They look like square ring posts. Are they? You can't quite tell. I can't tell if they're square or not. I can't tell if they're circle or square. I thought they were square. They can't be square. You can't have corners on ring posts. That's too dangerous. That's Wrestling 101. I think they are circular. I'll bring you a ring post update, guys. I don't want you to worry about that. Back when there were no stoppages in Hell in a Cell. Roman is down in the corner. Bray is grabbing a table. Can I just say that all the lag... I mean, I ain't got any wood. Ain't got no wood, but the lag has gone. There was a little bit of lag at the start, but we are in lag-free city now. It's wonderful. Wonderful. Alex says, it's about time we have other titles for females. What do you mean other than Miss and Mrs.? Just copy the IC and United States. Is the roster big enough? I don't know that the roster's big enough. You can have a mid-card, but I would say you've got to get rid of one of the top women's titles. I don't think we need more belts. Just why not have a WWE Women's Champion and a WWE Women's Intercontinental? Or you could call it the Winter Continental. Rather than Women's Intercontinental. Winter Continental. The Winter Continental. I really like that. The Winter Continental. What matches are at Hell in a Cell? Tag match. United States Championship. Winter Continental. Oh, through a table goes Bray. 1, 2. Shoulder up by Bray. He just got power bombed through a table by a big dog. And Bray Wyatt survived. He survived. Boom. Another table implodes. Asuka loves days. Oh, I love Asuka. Don't blame John, says John. Well, John would say that. Danny says Winter Continental. It's catching on, innit? It's catching on. It's the talk of the wrestling world. Right, we are still going. Bray survives. I don't actually know how long this match has been going for, but as I said, I know it goes for 20-odd minutes. Butter Sparks says a smooth power bomb from Roman. Okay, the ref just taking the remnants. It's not often I get to use that word on a live stream, but I've gone for it, and I'm very pleased. The remnants of the imploded table. He's removing those from the ring. We've got Bray over in the corner. Roman comes over, throwing in some big lariats. Big strikes. Look at this. Big clotheslines in the corner. Going against the ropes. Oh, Sister Abigail. Boom. Roman, Superman punch. 1, 2. Ah, Bray kicks out. Bray kicks out of the Superman punch. Wow. The Superman punch couldn't do it. He's going to have to hit him with the Batman back fist. The Batman back fist. What I don't get. Here's what I don't get, right? When did Superman ever do that? When did Superman ever go... When did he ever do that? I don't remember him ever doing that. Now, granted, I've never read a single Superman comic in my life. And I've seen the films probably once or twice. But I can't remember him ever going... Not even with a gun. Like, even if he was known for having a gun, that would make sense. Superman with the Superman blaster. That would make sense. But, yeah, I don't know. I feel this is Roman just putting a little bit of his own spin on things. He put a spin on Bray Wyatt there as he speared him on the outside, and Bray Wyatt goes through another table. I mean, honestly, we need justice for tables here. There's not going to be any tables left. No wonder we had the great tables shortage of 2016, thanks to these two. Sean says, Dave, Superman never did that. I knew it, Sean. Don't you try and test my Superman knowledge. It is right up there. Bray going through, I think, his third table. We have got a slight "This is awesome" chant. And fun fact, Meltzer didn't agree. Meltzer gave this match... He wasn't down on it. He gives this match, and surely it's coming to an end soon. I mean, how are these people still going? He gives it 375. 375. Shoulder up. Alex Bloomfield, shout out to you. RJ Madma, lol. Chalmers, wrestlers need more than one finishers to end a match. It'll make the end more unpredictable. Be nice if a finisher would just finish a match, though, isn't it? Because technically, can you even call it a finisher? I think legally you shouldn't be allowed. If it's not a finisher, if you've used it and it doesn't finish a match, you can't call it a finisher. I've just seen a Sister Abigail and it didn't finish the match. So that's dead to me now. Superman Punch didn't finish the match. That's dead to me as well. They're just moves. Signature moves. I'll allow you to call them signature moves. Here we go. Charging over. Big kick by Bray. Sister Abigail. Here, that's it. That's got to be it. Oh, it's another Sister Abigail that I've just seen it again with my own eyes, as God as my witness. He's just kicked out of a second Sister Abigail. It's not even a signature move. I don't even know why he bothers. Children can kick out of the Sister Abigail. Small babies can kick out of the Sister Abigail. Bray Wyatt laughing his head off. Had some real snap to it, that did as well. Well, there we go. Great match, says Wrestling Days fan. David Paul says, don't forget US fans of SmackDown. SmackDown is on FS1 on Friday. Fox is showing the World Series Game 1. That's going to suck, man. WWE are definitely losing viewers on Friday. The only advantage is that it's a go-home. So, do you know what I mean? Oh, I remember this. Oh, no, I remember this. Bray Wyatt is putting the kendos into the corner. They're sticking out. Oh, I remember this. That is awful. Look at this. You've got kendos that have been put into the corner. And he's dragging over Roman. Look, this is eye for an eye back in 2015. He's looking to smash him into those kendos, but Roman grabs the kendos. Bray, goes into it. Ah! Bray goes into the kendo. Roman spear, huge spear. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Spears are allowed to be called finishers. Roman Reigns, guys. Roman Reigns. Bray gets hurled into the kendo stick that was in the corner. Walloped with a spear. And that is the longest match of the show done. That's a really good match. Now, what would you score that match? What would you score it? Old Meltzer baby, the big Meltzer baby, gave it 3.75. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. I'm kind of feeling a 3.75. I'm kind of feeling a 3.75. I think that is as good as that backlot brawl from AEW. Like, I would have them on the same level. But he gave the backlot brawl thing 5, and he gave this 3.75. What do you think? Days, Bray didn't hit the first Sister Abigail. Roman countered with a roll-up. Okay. Well, he hit the second one. I saw that with my own eyes. As God is my witness. Sean Rousset says 4 out of 5. Wrestling Days fan says 4. Kristen, 18 out of 19. It's a whole new rating system. Brandon gives it a 4. Future Compilations 3.75. Austin gives it 4. Danny gives it 6. Jay gives it 4. Chalmers gives it 3.75. Bork Flazer gives it 10. Caden says why? Just why? Dave in real life says Bray didn't see the spear coming. 4 out of 5 for Butterspark. 4 for Monica. Breaketh the kneeiths, says Eustace. Dat King says 2.5. David says 3.5. Trini says 4. Dave says 4. Nando says 4.25. Sonny says seems to be a 3 or a 4. Well, there we go. Guys, 25 years. Oh, look at how weird's this? Little advert for the 25th anniversary of The Undertaker. And here we are on the verge of the 30th. That's because this was 5 years ago. Quick math. For him, a legend rose. Survivor Series. 25 years of The Undertaker. November 22nd. There we go. That's fun. That's fun. Landon gives it 5. Jose gives it 9.5. Even in 2015, the spear was Bray's weakness. 25th anniversary, yeah. Right, we are in Los Angeles, which translates as the Angles. We're at the Staples Center. There's Mark Wahlberg, guys, and on his lap is Jungle Boy. There's Jungle Boy. There's ZZ Top. Under that beard is Shayna Baszler. So there we go. If you was wondering, why haven't they shown Shayna Baszler and Jungle Boy? We've just seen them. Tag Team Championship match coming up next, guys. Tag Team Championship match coming up next. Landon, awesome. Shout out to you. Happy birthday. Guys, look at this. The New Day. Do you remember them? Who remembers the New Day? They were like, they were a really popular tag team back in the day. People really liked them. A few people even cried when they split up. It's hard to believe, isn't it? But it did happen. But yeah, if you've never seen the New Day before, you're about to see them. Really good team. Very important team in the history of tag team wrestling. They're coming up next. They're taking on some up-and-comers called the Dudley Boys. There's Xavier Woods bandaged up. The New Day. There he is, look, with his unicorn horn. Xavier Woods. Oh! Don't you dare be sour! Clap. Two-time champs. Two-time champs. 9-time now. This is, they've got the old intro screen. They've got the old gospel intro. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Because when they first started, they were like, they had gospel kind of inspiration. I don't even know if we've gone through Bootios at this stage. But look, you can see the gospel singers. Okay, Kofi's saying something. We appreciate all of your tweets, all of your grams. He would play a song of gratitude for all of you if Xavier was here. Everyone raise your unicorn horns. This is a thing. We were all doing this in 2015. There we go, guys. Do this. Everyone in the crowd. For Xavier. For you, Xavier. Today is a sad day. Shout out to Toby. Bootios. They make sure you ain't booty. Daze, do you want to see Sanity get back together? They can't, can they? Because Eric Young's over in Impact. Just a broken trombone. That's all they've got. New Day were so good, and they were funny as heels. Shout out to Cora Turner. Eustace says, I'm crying my own tears. I always try to cry other people's. New Day in red attire, red and black. They've got the old penny tag team titles, the black belts with the copper plates. In honor. Kofi says, in honor of the New Day and their percussion section, he promises to play the bongo drums on Devon's head. Okay. I'm ready to get going now. This would be great if we could get this match going. There's a Bella sign in the crowd. New Day rocks. Here come the Dudley boys. Dudley boys from Dudleyville. It'd be really cool, man, if they did like an old school Raw and the Dudleys came back for a one-off appearance. That would be awesome. That would be so good. I think the most decorated tag team in the history of tag team wrestling. Won championships absolutely everywhere. Dudley boys. Those damn Dudleys. A tribute to Kamala. Days, I never got it in a coffin. The dead person has a nice pillow. Is it so the dead person feels comfortable? Well, I'd like to be comfortable. Yes. Got to spend a long time in there, so you might as well have some comfort. 90s and 2000 Dudleys was when they were at their peak. They were amazing to watch. Okay, we've got New Day on the outside, Dudleys in the ring. New Day versus Dudleys. I can tell you that this match is not very long. It's about 8 minutes. 8 minutes. That's it. New Day, Big E, and Kofi versus the Dudley Boys. And time is ticking away, you know. We've got about 1 hour 49 left. About 1:49. Remember when Days was in all blue on the UFC unboxing stream? That was sexy. Sexy. Days, who would you like to see the Dudleys face now? Riot Squad. The penny belts. Ugly. UGLY. You ain't got no alibi. You ugly. That was Daphne and Celeste. I don't know if you got that in America or Canada. You probably did. I think they were American. I'm going to look at that up now. That was a song from my ute. Daphne and Celeste. UGLY. You ain't got no alibi. You ugly. They were, you'll be pleased to know, an American pop duo. So thank you, America. Thank you. During their performance at the Reading and Leeds Festival in the year 2000, they received a negative response from the crowd and started having bottles thrown at them. Despite the hostile crowd response, Daphne and Celeste remained on stage and continued to perform their songs. Though they left at the end of their second song in a 3-song set due to the increasing crowd hostility. I shouldn't laugh. That's bad, isn't it? Who has a 3-song set? What, who the hell were they? They're like the equivalent of Hell in a Cell 2020. They went on stage at Reading and Leeds to do a 3-song set. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Days, we're begging for you to shave your hair and beard. Keep begging. I've never heard of them. Oh, well, there you go. I've just introduced you to a big song. One that you can sing at all your friends. Big kick by Kofi to Devon. Big E hurls himself into Devon. Devon goes down. Big E doing a little bit of gyrating. A little bit of wiping his booty. Straight to the midsection there by Big E. Is this going to be the Unicorn Stampede? Yes. Unicorn Stampede. Keep the hair and beard. Don't shave. It'll just grow back. Plus you look sexy. Lol, lol, lol. That is true. A lot of people say that. Sexy. Lol, lol, lol. Never shave. Never surrender. Days, did you stream the stream while streaming? I think are we up to number 5 now of comments I don't understand from you tonight, Wrestling Days fam? Dat King says, I'm hoping WWE invites you to another event so that you can make yourself look good again. It is true. I do try when it comes to WWE. I like to, do you know what I mean? I don't know what that was. I like to do that. If they invite me, then I probably wouldn't go looking like this. I want to impress them. I don't want to impress you. I don't care about you guys. But, do you know, what if Vince is around and Vince sees me? And he goes, oh my God, that guy, look at him. I'm going to make him my new star. And I'll be like, yes. One thing, though, I don't want to wrestle. And he'd be like, no, I don't want you to wrestle either. You're going to be my new wife. And I'll be like, yes! My dream has come true. Thank God I shaved off the beard. Devon down. Kofi in control. Don't forget, guys, this is for some really ugly championships. After that show, you had your beanie off and a sexy suit on. Yeah. Oh, I went the whole hog. I didn't just get half a hog. I went the whole hog. I went full huskus. Big splash by Big E. New Day in total control so far. Cruise control. That's what they're in. Look at the height. Look at the height of Big E there. Boom. You might meet Linda. That's true. Or I might go dressed as Linda. Days, Thunder Rosa was watching you during NWA and you dressed sexy then. Well, you know, I like to dress sexy when there's important people watching. Really important people. Not you lowlifes, yeah? Not you bottom of the barrel. Just absolute dirt, yeah? When there's actual people of good standing that are watching, then I do try to make an effort, yes. I really hope that you take that away from the stream. Did I make an effort for Thunder? Honestly, did I? Against the ropes. If I did, I'm cringing at myself. I don't think I did. Big elbow by Bubba. He's got Big E up, slams him down. James says, to be honest, I can't be bothered to shave either. William Hensley says, thanks. What's that? Yeah, I missed that. What the? Devon! Oh, do you know what? He was just about to say, Devon! I love you! And it got interrupted by a missile dropkick. Here's the trombone. Bit risky, innit? Oh, Eddie Guerrero. Lovely. Trombone in the hands of but you gotta disqualify him. Bubba's like, no! No! Kofi's down. The ref don't know what to do. Is he gonna do it? No, he don't like it. The ref's like, I gotta see it. When's that coming? Stupid ref. Yeah, Kofi can't believe it. Weren't they the faces in this match? Were they the faces or were they the heels? 2, kick out by Kofi. Pretty sure they were faces here. Dudley Boys setting up Kofi. Oh, Big E with the trombone. Gets clotheslined out the ring by Devon. Trouble in Paradise. 1, 2, 3. New Day. Win. A little bit of cheating, though. Bryce says, I hope Heavy Machinery get back together soon. I remember when the Dudleys won their first tag titles in 97. Against the Eliminator. Awesome, says David P85. I don't know if I've ever seen that. I don't think I have. Big E celebrating, gyrating and celebrating on the outside. New Day victorious. Victorious. Days, who's going to win at Hell in a Cell, Bayley or Sasha? I'm thinking Bayley. I'm thinking it's a bit soon, isn't it, to end this feud? I just listened to the song. It looks so old. I was growing up listening to party rock and Call Me Maybe. This is crazy. Here's my number. Call me Daisy. New Day celebrating as... oh, hello. We've got an advert. Oh, I remember this. I remember this ad. We've got a fire in a desert. There's Stone Cold. And stepping forward is Sting and Seth. What were they doing in the desert? What were they doing? Rusev's there as well. There's Kane. Purging. That's what they're doing. They're getting rid of items from their past. Who organised that? That's what I want to know. Who called who up and went, look, should we go to the desert and just burn some items from our past and just get it out of our system? Who's having that conversation? WWE 2K16. It's a weird ad, that, innit? I can't say I watch that and go, yes! Yes! Divas Championship match coming up, guys. 2K16 available this Tuesday as well, apparently. Charlotte versus Nikki Bella. Mustafa Ali tweeted an hour ago, it's your turn to bleed. What, did he send that to me? Oh, no. Oh, that's the last thing I need. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. What have I done? Apart from rip into Retribution at every opportunity. Will Alexander says, Big E loves a rusty trombone. Wow, he certainly knew how to use that one. Yeah, I think we are building towards a match between Charlotte and Nikki next. Will Alexander, shout out to you. Charlotte Flair versus Nikki Bella. Nikki. Right, here we go. If Nikki had won, she would have been the longest reigning Divas champion in history. But Charlotte wins. Charlotte becomes Divas champion. There's Flair jumping in, hugging Charlotte. In your face, and it's running but the kingdom, but the king fell down and it met the ground. There we go. Nikki Bella. That title ripped away from Charlotte. It's interesting, isn't it? So they did Twin Magic. Charlotte pinned Brie. And is that how we got to this match? No. They had the match at Clash of Champions. So they had the match at Clash of Champions. Charlotte wins it there. So this must be the rematch of the rematch. This is the rematch of the rematch. This is rematchception. There we go. So the magic moment where Charlotte finally wins the title, we're not going to see that. We're watching the rematch of the rematch. There's Ric Flair. Woo! She's crying. Dingle, dingle, dingle. I hate that awful song. I remember that 2K ad. I love Sting's red coat. Absolutely gorge. Gorge. Can look, but you can't touch. Here comes Nikki. Team Bella member. Days it's Night of Champions. Yeah. It's a shame. Would have been nice to have seen the moment that Charlotte first got it, but Just missed it. Days, I don't like Stephanie's theme song. What are you going to do? Well, I'm not going to tell her. Your secret is safe with me. You miss Brandy. What? Our community Brandy was here, was she? Shout out if she was. I did miss her, did I? I still can't see her. Charlotte making her way down. I still can't see her. I've got a lot of people saying you miss Brandy. Bum, bum, bum. I must have missed her ages ago. Dun bum 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 bum. I was probably singing. That's the problem. Legit, I can't see her. I've gone all the way back to Monica King, who tweeted out 3 pictures of clowns. That's how far back I've gone. Okay, well, look, Brandy, if you're there, shout out to you, my friend. I hope you are well. Oh, Brandy Rhodes. Oh. Well, she's not in the chat, is she? Still, I'm more than happy to give our Brandy a shout out. Shout out to our Brandy. And also, shout out to Brandy Rhodes if you're watching. If you are watching, sorry about the little comment I made earlier. And also, shout out to Brandy that's there as well. There's so much Brandy everywhere. I'm getting drunk. There is Brandy everywhere. If you're a fan of alcohol, this is a great time to be tuning in. You might need it as well, because I can't imagine this Nikki Bella match being great. Right, the two locking up. Classy attire from both women. I do like both women's attire here. Charlotte wearing, like, flames. She is, you know. Charlotte has got ring attire that's like flames. I don't remember this. I don't remember her ever wearing that. She must have wore it once for, like, Hell in a Cell. Charlotte charging over. Woo! Big strikes coming in by Charlotte. Wow. It's different ring attire. I like Nikki's ring attire as well. Just classy and white. Just white, but very crisp, clean, simple. Big strikes, not great strikes. I don't know what this is. Don't know about you guys, but whenever you're in a fight, I always like to punch people like this. Shut up, Days. Respect the Bellas. Wow. Over the railing goes Charlotte. She's right at the feet of a child. A child, I tell you. Big forearm strike by Charlotte. She's right on the barricade. Nikki jumping up. Oh, comes crashing down onto Charlotte. We need more Bryans. We need more Bryans. I love Charlotte, heel or face, says Rozzy101. Yeah, I'm a fan of Charlotte. I like Charlotte. I think she's very good. I've got to call out silly looking punches when I see them though. But equally, I did call out lovely looking ring attire, so it does balance itself out. Those dang face crystals that Charlotte used to wear, that everyone else wears now. Do people wear now? I seen Bailey having some. Yeah, I hated them. Has she got them now? Has she got them there? I haven't noticed, but that used to be her logo. Do you remember on the title, it used to be an eye with the crystals around the eye? I know Bailey has done it, but I don't know who else has done it. And I don't even know if she's got them here. Yeah, they look stupid. Girls, if you're watching, women of the world, please heed what I'm about to say. Your faces are lovely. You do not need to put crystals on them, okay? There's no guys out there that are looking at your faces going, yeah, she's good looking, but needs more crystal. Needs more crystal. There's a severe lack of crystal. It just needs a bit more crystal. No one's ever said that. Big chops by Charlotte. Nikki looking for a backslide. Backslide on Charlotte. Oh, tense. Very tense. Goes back to the backslide. They're both hooked. They're both getting up to their feet. Break apart. Charlotte in front. Face first into Nikki Bella's knee. Nikki going over. 1, 2. Shoulder up by Charlotte. Shout out to Landon Awesome. Single leg Boston Crab. Single. That's nice. That's nice. Credit where it's due. Look at this from Nikki. Look at that. Look at the torque. Look at the torque that she's got there. Oh! Ah! She's breaking her in half. God damn it. She's got a family. Oh, and she's pulling on the hair as well. Love that. Knee right in the back. That looks so painful. That legit. Oh, my God. Oh, that honestly. Stop it. Just give up, Charlotte. Just give up. Just give up. Look at it. Ah! Imagine if someone was doing that to you. Oh, my God. Unbelievable. That was nasty. That looked brutal. There's a sign in the crowd that says please. I don't even know what the question was. Hopefully the question's on the other side. That would be good. Vince, can you book better? Please. Roll over. Nikki going for a cover. Shoulder up by Charlotte. The Bella twins don't belong in the Hall of Fame, says Wrestling Days fam. Landon, awesome. Shout out to you. You should shave your head, but not the beard, and then put a tank top on, and you would look like a sexy Braun Strowman, says that King. That is a very interesting idea. And then Dat King says Daisy's dodging my question. First of all, wasn't a question. It was more of a statement. I don't think you put a question mark at the end. Traditionally, questions have question marks at the end. I'm actually going to revisit it and see. I'm going to go back and see. Let's have a look. No, there was no question mark at the end. How dare you say it was a question when there was a severe lack of punctuation. Justice for punctuation. Brother Nero says the Bellas in the Hall of Fame is ridiculous. They represent the worst era of women's wrestling. Shay says Cameron is better than both of them. Hashtag somebody call my mama. Somebody call my mama. We got Charlotte down. Or Charlotte on her knees. Crawling over to Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella in white attire, as we've said. Classy. Kicks out at the legs of Charlotte. Charlotte making Nikki look awesome here. Big slap as well. Charlotte's selling is so good. Slap back to Nikki. Ooh, big chop. Chops coming in, driving Nikki back into the corner. Charlotte chop, back elbow by Nikki. Goes for a kick. Charlotte moves out the way. Nikki comes crashing down onto her knee. Nikki back into the corner. Charlotte charging over. Grabs the legs of Nikki Bella. Net breaker by Charlotte. This is an alright match, you know. This is an alright match. What did the giant Meltzer baby give it? Let's have a look. I'm saying this is pretty fun. Just one count. Do you know what? Credit to the giant Meltzer baby I always think of the Teletubbies baby when I say that. Could you imagine? That would be awesome. Someone needs to put Meltzer's face in the Teletubbies son. Anyway, he gave it 3.25. That's not bad for a Nikki Bella match, is it? Nikki on the middle rope. She's got Charlotte's booty right in her face. Looking for a suplex. Oh, that was... Oh, man. She went for a suplex. Charlotte tried to do a moonsault. Didn't. Yeah, I didn't like that spot. That spot looked very clunky. Spear by Charlotte. Her ring attire, man. Her ring attire is fire. Woo! Figure 4. She bridges. Nah, couldn't quite bridge. Nikki trying to get over to the ropes. Trying to turn over. And she does. She manages to get to the ropes. Why does she break it? Nikki, I don't understand. Nikki turns over, which reverses the pressure, but then she gets to the ropes so the ref will break it. Just turn over, put the pressure on Charlotte. She could have won there, stupid Nikki Bella. She's got no ring IQ, has she? No ring IQ. She reversed it, put the pressure on Charlotte, and then grabbed the ropes. What are you doing? What? Nikki does a good spine buster. Amazed. Heather, a lot of people are saying this is better than the G1. That's what a lot of people are saying. A lot of people are saying this is better than Ishii. Better than Ibushi versus Sanada. Honestly, that was hard hitting into the edge of the ring there. Credit where it's due. This is a good match. Nikki going for the rack attack. But Charlotte putting on the figure 4, bridging into the 8, into the 8. Oh! There's nowhere for Nikki to go. She has to tap. Nice little match, that. Nice little match. I'd like to congratulate everyone that was involved. Lars is Carmella's stunt double. Yep. Daze, who do you think in today's world will be the new legends like Triple H or Undertaker in 20 years' time? Well, you just got to look at the people they're pushing at the moment. I mean, if you want to talk about up and comers, I think it's Keith Lee. I think has got a good chance of being around that main event scene. The problem is, I don't honestly see any Triple H's or Undertakers because I think they share the limelight. Vince has said he doesn't want big stars anymore. So, I mean, like, look at Drew. Drew, is he going to be comparable to Triple H in 20 years? I don't think so. He's going to need to have many, many more big matches, championship reigns. He's going to have to be pushed and used in main events, but they're not just, like, relying on one star anymore. It's really hard. Really hard. I mean, I can sit here and say Austin Theory, and I can sit here and say Keith Lee, and I can sit here and say all these different names, Bianca Belair, all of that, but I just don't know if we're going to see another Undertaker. I don't know if we're going to see another Triple H. I don't know if they're booking him that way. Here's Becky that's come down when she was going through her steampunk phase. That's fun. Looking back at 2015, Becky is kind of fun. Paige came down as well. Of course, that was Team PCB. Paige, Charlotte, and Becky, who did call themselves the Submission Sorority, but apparently there is already someone that's got that name. And they decided not to call themselves that anymore. So they went with the very imaginative name of PCB. Here's Roman backstage. After that, hellacious win. Guys, Moxley's here. Moxley is here. Wow! We've got an AE-dub invasion! Wow, this is crazy. Call me maybe. Moxley backstage with Roman Reigns. We've got the AEW champ face to face with the Universal champ. Imagine if we got a mixed tag match. We have Roman and Paul Heyman versus Moxley and Tony Khan. Book it, Vince. Dean Amber Roxley. Guys, look at this. There's Bill Simmons, and on his lap is Jungle Boy. Shout out to Jungle Boy. There is Jungle Boy a few years later, going by the name of Seth Green. There is Jungle Boy with glasses on and a little bit of a beard. Amazing. So, Jungle Boy everywhere in the crowd tonight. Also, behind Michael Cole is Rick Rubin. Did you know that? You do now. Rick Rubin, world famous music producer. Wrestle with Andy's here. Days, what did you think of the British Bulldog Kid? Finally being found. I thought it was awesome, dude. Many congratulations. I heard a rumor, word on the street is that you're going to get that person onto your channel, and I am looking forward to it if it's true. And I'm also looking forward to it if it's not true. So, there we go. So, Wrestle with Andy making big waves in the wrestling world. The wrestling world shook by Wrestle with Andy's revelations, which I'm sure many of you have seen. It's taken Twitter by storm. So, yeah, very good. Many congratulations. It's always great to see good people achieving great things. Shout out to you, Wrestle with Andy. I'm going to now jump on this. Wrestle with Andy, who is red hot right now. The buzz of the wrestling world. We did a video together back in the day of rare action figures. So, just saying. Do you know what I mean? I've known Wrestle with Andy a long time. Yeah. So, there we go. I'm just going to cling on to your rub. I'm very much the Hulk Hogan of the wrestling community. If anyone's, like, getting over, then I'm going to saddle up with them. But no, all joking aside, awesome. Very cool. And as I said, genuinely looking forward to that. Monica says, congratulations, Wrestle with Andy. It's a great channel as well, honestly. Check him out. Really good channel. Hello to Austin316. Shay says, I need Days to see. I need him to see. Meltzer in a Teletubby. Check Twitter in a min. There we go. Looks like Shay is on it. Right, we're looking at Seth Rollins now, my friends. Seth Rollins has got a slight problem with Kane at this point. Corporate Kane, I should say. Dave in Real Life says, scoops. Major scoops with Wrestle with Andy. Big scoops. That's what they call him. Big scoops Andy. He's got a couple of big scoops. When he worked in the ice cream parlor, they went out of business because his scoops were that big. That's what they were saying. Big scoops Andy. In fact, Big scoops Andy's here. Look, thanks, Days. Interview is in the works. Guys, look at this. We got breaking news. Breaking news. It's confirmed that it is in the works. I'm hoping to get all the answers that we've wanted for 30 years. Oh, man. That's going to be so much fun. That is going to be a lot of fun. Definitely tell us when that is up. I mean, I'll see anyway, because I've been subscribed to your channel for a long time. But, yeah. If you're not subscribed to Wrestle with Andy, if you're not subscribed to Big Scoops, then get on it. Tell me one question that you're going to ask. Why did you say it? Actually, there's quite a few questions when you think about it. Why did you say it? Why did you go? Was you a fan? Wasn't they wearing Bret Hart stuff but talking about British Bulldog? I need to go back and look at it, actually. I think they were wearing Bret Hart, but they were saying British Bulldog's going to win whether he wants to or not. Top question needs to be, who the freaking hell cut your hair? That needs to be the first question. Who cut your hair, and are they now in prison? Right, here comes Seth. This is old school Seth. This is World Heavyweight Champion Seth. This is black with gold Seth. That belt looks so good around his waist. I look at this version of Seth, and it hurts me. Do you know why? Because of what he's doing now that's flipping stupid. Look at this awesome Seth. I want to know if she's still got that iconic hat. Yes. Yes. Heather says, I love steampunk Becky and pre-op Paige. I miss 2015 heel, Seth says, Austin 316. Dave said the kid had a Bossman cap on. Was it a Bossman? Was it a big Bossman cap? He wasn't even at that show. I don't remember Bossman wrestling at SummerSlam 92. Legit, I don't remember Bossman being there. So question one needs to be, why was you wearing a cap of a wrestler that wasn't even at the show? What was you thinking? I'm going to have to quickly Google it, but my brain has told me that Bossman wasn't there, and I can't remember a Bossman match. Let's have a look. Here we go. Bushwhackers and Jim Duggan versus Mountie and Nasty Boys. Legion of Doom versus Money Inc. Nails versus Virgil. Martel versus Shawn. Natural Disasters versus the Beverly Brothers. Crush versus Repo Man. Warrior versus Savage. Undertaker versus Kamala. Tatanka versus Berserker. And Bulldog versus Bret Hart. There was no big boss man. Oh, yes. Oh, we're going to SummerSlam 92. Oh, brilliant. Is Bossman going to be there? No. Oh, brilliant. I'll wear my hat. Sorry, what? Yeah, my Bossman hat. My big Bossman hat. Yeah, but he's not there. Yeah. Yeah, but he's not there. I know. You're still wearing it? Yeah. Still wearing it. Why don't you wear your Bulldog hat? You like the Bulldog, don't you? Yeah, he's going to win whether he wants to or not. Okay. But you're still wearing your Bossman hat? Yeah. Still wearing the Bossman hat. Okay. I might not sit next to you. Honestly, 11 matches, which means there's over 20. See how quick I did that maths? Over 20 people there. No Bossman. Yet wore a Bossman hat. I love that. Do you know what? That makes them the Bossman. That is big moves. If you go to a wrestling show and wear merch of a wrestler that's not even there, big moves. You've got big scoops. That King says, I spent some time on Meltzer as a Teletubby. I've sent you on Twitter. Thank you. Right, we've got Seth saying to Kane, I am not afraid of you, but I think he is. Demon Kane. Yes. Days, check Twitter. I can't, dude. I'm watching on my phone, which is the same way I get onto the old Twitter sphere. But I will retweet it out. Your work will not go in vain. I'm sure the cap was worn to cover up the bad hair, but we still saw the bad hair, Dave. Didn't work, did it? Needed a beanie. Needed a big boss man beanie. We all need a big boss man beanie. Asuka's going to lose by DQ tomorrow, says Brother Nero. Kane is stripping. We should really focus on this, guys. rather than talking about Boss Man. Landon, awesome. Shout out to you. Goodbye, my friend. Here we go. Seth Rollins back into the ring. Sonny says, would you like me to send Wrestle with Andy's YouTube link here? You can do that, dude. Nothing but love for Wrestle with Andy. People want to check out his channel, which I urge that they do. And, yeah, by all means. Lauren says, Beth, what? I just took the first two names, Beth and Seki. Seth and Becky couldn't have been more different in 2015, but yet so similar in 2019. It's very true. Very, very true. They do say that opposites attract, though, don't they? Like, perhaps Seth was really into steampunk stuff. Don't know. Kane just slamming down Seth. Kane going to the outside, climbing up top. We need Ambrose versus Moxley. Wrestling Days fan says, Days, I can't see Randy winning the title. What point he deserves. If he lost twice, he shouldn't have even got the opportunity. I agree with that. I don't know why he's getting this opportunity, but I think the fact he keeps getting the opportunity surely means he's going to win at some point. I think they've buried him and done everything they can, and the rumours are they want to do him versus Edge. Over the top goes Seth. Monica says, how much coffee? I've had 1 cup. 1 cup of... Oh, no, I've had 2, actually, but I had 1 a long time ago. And, oh, it was awful. It was awful. I had this cup of coffee, right, so I got this coffee machine ages ago, and you got the coffee machine free when you bought, I think it was like £100 worth of coffee, which it sounds a lot of money, but it's enough coffee to see you through for like 6 months, right? And it's all like proper coffee and little pods and, you know, Nespresso and all of this, yeah? So, but that was the deal. So I was like, well, £100 and you're getting the machine. And it's coffee for like 6 months. That's pretty good. I can cope with that. So I went for it. And it's nice. But I tried all the different varieties. So I've got like boxes of different kinds of coffee. You've got Colombian, you've got Mexican. Yeah, the Mexican's got a little mask on. And you've got all these different ones. But I had one earlier that was hazelnut. And it was like, honestly, it tasted exactly as if I went into the garden, found a hazelnut, and started just munching on a hazelnut. There was no sweetness to it. There was no joy to it. It was literally as if I went into the garden and just started munching on a hazelnut. And I'm drinking it and I'm like, ah! It's horrible. Like, I don't mind hazelnut in a cake or, well, do I have it in a cake? I don't know. I don't even know where I've had it now. Now I'm thinking about it. Where do you ever have hazelnut? I don't know. But I had it and oh my, I just couldn't. I finished it. But I was so upset. And I've still got loads of it left as well. I've still got about 8 capsules of it left. It's like, oh, I'm not going to drink. I'm not going to drink anymore. It really depressed me. So I had that, but I had that like ages ago. And then before the stream, I had, can't remember what I had before the stream. I need it today, though. After the 8-hour stream last night. Need a little pep. Need a little pep in my step. Danny says, hazelnut cringe. Yeah, well, I kind of thought, I don't mind nuts. And I thought that might be all right. Coffee, a little bit of a nut flavour in there. Don't mind that. No, it's not a little bit of a nut. I can't even taste the coffee. It's nut. Might as well, when you tip it out, it might as well just be a giant nut just falls into your cup. Honestly, every time I drink it, I feel like a squirrel. Into the corner goes Kane with a big boot. Seth moves out the way. This is for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, guys. And we are also... Days, you can get coffee in tea bags now. true. Get coffee in tea bags. Get coffee bags. I might try that. French vanilla. Oh, you see, that sounds lovely. French vanilla, original, Oreo. They sound great. So on board with all of them. But no, I went for hazelnut. Ugh. Never again. Learnt my lesson, and Kane is down in the corner. Seth very much in control here. What if Goldberg wins the 2021 Royal Rumble? That would be awesome. We would all celebrate the death of wrestling. That would be it. It'd be over at that point. Seth in the corner. Kane charging over. Seth kicks at the knee of Kane. And Kane goes face first into the corner. We are creeping our way towards the final hour. We are 1 hour and 2 minutes. Do you remember, it was not that long ago that I said 1 hour 49? But that was 47 minutes ago. French vanilla is nice. I've got a question. Why is it French vanilla? What is the difference between vanilla that comes from France and vanilla that comes from the UK or Ireland or I don't like what's the difference? Why is it French vanilla? I need an answer to that. Freshman says shave your beard, says Mama Days. Oh, she's been saying that all year. That's no secret. She's been saying that all year. She is absolutely ashamed of me. Sunny says coffee is fabulous. Heather says, I'd be afraid of Kane. He is freaking huge. IRL. Big kick by Kane. 1, 2. Shoulder up by Seth. Sunny says, speaking of coffee, I'm going to heat up my coffee. Because French is proper. Anyone else just think it's like arrogant? In my mind, it's just really arrogant vanilla. It's like vanilla's like, you are not good enough to drink me, no? That's what it's like. You should probably try some English vanilla. Come back when you've had a shave. In my mind, that's how it would treat me. It would treat me with disdain. Kane looking for a choke slam. Nice Inzaguri. Oh, big back body drop. Grabs Seth, looking for a choke slam. Boom! Seth goes down. 1, 2. Oh, shoulder up. Shoulder up. Maybe it's like flirty. The French are known, aren't they, for being lovers? Maybe like, oh, this. You look ravishing. You look amazing. Oh, thank you. Thank you, French vanilla. Talk to me. Let's go for dinner and dancing. We drink wine together, Des. Oh, we're going to have a wonderful evening, French vanilla. I'm so glad that I chose you over the hazelnut. To the outside goes Seth. I'm pretty sure Seth was engaged during this match. Oh. Picked up. Oh, into the announce table. Boom. Goes Seth. Wrestling Days fan says, I want Fiend versus Brock at WrestleMania 37. T is better, says Wrestling Days fan. 834 says petition for Lana to throw herself through a table. I'd sign that. 834, I'd sign that. I'd be all over that, mate. Seth again is hurled into the announce table, this time going over the top of it. Kane on the announce table. Looking for a choke slam. Seth has got Kane looking for a powerbomb. Boom! Oh, the table doesn't break. I am the table. It just flops over. Kane's like, ah! Look, he's still in that position. That must have hurt, man. He didn't get him right on the center. He got him on the edge and it didn't break. Look at that. He's hit him so hard that he's froze. He's frozen time. He's all right, though. We haven't had the X. And the Spanish announcer, I mean, that's great for the Spanish announcers, isn't it? They can literally just go, pop, pop it back. Nice and easy. Pop. Kane has got back in. Seth has managed to pick Kane up. Looking for a pedigree. Seth over the top to the outside. Top rope Enziguri. Going over to the corner. I am the table. Knee strike. Knee strike by Seth. Alex says, what superstar has got the worst look of the announce table not breaking? I'd say Roman. I can't remember. I wish I had a chart that showed how many times people have been smashed through the table and the table didn't break, but I don't have that information. I've let you down. I'll have to go with Roman as well. The announce table doesn't break for anyone but Lana. Yeah. You're not Lana. Get off. And it even fell over, so it tipped Kane off. You're not Lana. Get off me. Big splash by Seth. 1, 2. Shoulder up. Shoulder up. Seth is shocked. He is shocked. He can't believe it. Imagine if Vince bought Impact. Alexa Williams. Shout out to you, my friend. Lana versus Asuka tomorrow, says Lauren. Yes. Yes. I wonder if the Spanish announce table says, why does this always happen to me? Why does this... Well, no, you got Ella Pensko. Ella Paella. Something like that, wouldn't it? But translated, it would be, why does this always happen to me? Can we get it to say that? Let's try and get... What is that in Spanish? English, Spanish, translate. Pedigree. Seth Rollins wins. Seth Rollins wins with a pedigree, and it's lovely timing. Here we go. The table says...
Porque esto siempre me pasa a mí.
Hang on. Can I turn that up a little? I'm going to turn it up to the max. I'm maxing it up. Maxing it up, baby. Maxing it up. Here we go. The table. The Spanish announce table says...
Porque esto siempre me pasa a mí. Porque esto siempre me pasa a mí.
Porque esto siempre me pasa a mí.
Porque esto siempre me pasa a mí.
Porque esto siempre me pasa a mí.
Porque esto siempre me pasa a mí.
Why does this always happen to me?
Porque esto siempre me pasa a
mí. There we go. We've all learnt something today. We've all learnt something. These are the people. We've got a little cancer awareness thing now. The joking needs to step aside for a second. This is seriousness. James Chadwick says, I've always hated coffee. Maybe I'm trying the wrong kind. Maybe you're always having hazelnut. My fight song. Life song. Right song. They're very good at these video packages, aren't they? Espedezola. Right, we've got a video package. How many matches have we got left? How many matches have we got left? We've got... Oh, wow. Breaking news, guys. News just coming through. We've got some news coming through. We've got 2 matches left. 2 matches. We're already at our co-main event. Kevin Owens up next. And then, of course, we've got our main event, the 4.25 rated match of Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker. We've got Renee Young. We're going to the kickoff panel. Bit late. A little bit late, guys. Should have done this earlier. Renee Young, Booker T, Byron Saxton, Corey Graves. Breaking news says Austin 316. There's a big story developing, guys. Breaking news. What is it, guys? What's coming through? Wow, what is it? Let's have a look. We've got some breaking news. Flippity flip. I'm going to search WWE breaking news. Let's go to news. Guys, cage side seats reporting just an hour ago. Sheamus had nothing but nice things to say about Big E coming out of their feud. There we go. That's an hour ago. That just breaking through. Sheamus had nothing but nice things to say about Big E coming out of their feud. Incredible. We will get further developments on that as news continues to come through. It's Kevin Owens from Owens Kevin. Yes. Days Fightful Select reporting that Tessa has signed with WWE and will be debuting immediately. Wow. Of course she has. That's they're going to put her in a tag team with Eva Marie called the 2 people that Days hates the most. And Pat McCarthy is going to be the manager. I like tea and coffee, but I drink more coffee these days. Anthony says, Fightful says, Tessa could be Bayley's new friend. Oh, here we go. Look, Ryback. Feed me more. Ryback versus Kevin Owens. It's feeding time! I hated that catchphrase. I really did. Botch and Bad would be the name, says Chalmers. I would go with Controversial and Awesome. That's what I would go with. If they were going to be a tag team, Tessa and Bayley, I'd call them Controversial and Awesome. Here comes Lars! Here comes Lars! Yeah! Super freak is super freaky. Here comes Kevin Owens when he was really cool. Days, I once ate spaghetti with my dog and turned into a wolf. Amazing. David, shout out to you. Anthony says, Days, did you know that Ryback wishes death on people? Oh, that's nice. That's fun. Here we go. Kevin Owens making his way down to the ring. Kevin Owens of a rake of the eyes. 2, 3. There we go. Owens wins against Ryback. I can tell you this match. So, Kevin Owens winning at Night of Champions. This match, I don't think goes very long. Dun. So this is for the IC. Isn't it weird, actually, that we got this match before the Seth match? Very weird. Diddle-a-dun, diddle-a-dun. Days, did you know the Muffin Man? No. Skip Sheffield is here. Eva and Tessa could also be called Red and Dead because Tessa's career shouldn't be revived. We all know what's going to happen. Tessa's going to sign. She's going to debut. There's going to be a little bit of backlash. But in fairness, there's been quite a bit of time since the racist allegations were made. So, and nothing was seemingly done. So there'll be a few people saying, not sure this is a good move by WWE, whatever. She's a very good wrestler. So she'll do some good matches. People will be like, wow, she's awesome. Like, maybe we should give her a chance. Because apparently, good wrestling just supersedes everything. If a good match will just change people's opinions. Not mine. Should have been investigated. Just like Velveteen Dream. Suplex. Ryback's got Kevin Owens up in the air. Boom. Yuri Butler says, I like Undertaker and Kane and Ken Shamrock and The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin and the Hardy Boys and the Big Show because I like watching on YouTube. But Yuri Butler, what if you didn't watch on YouTube? Would you still like... What about if you watched on the network? Would you still like The Undertaker, Kane, Ken Shamrock, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, the Hardy Boys and the Big Show if you watched on the network? Or is it only because you watch on YouTube? I'm asking the questions that everyone else is wondering. WWE tried so hard to push Skip Sheffield / Ryback, but he just didn't have it. He was awful. Looks like Kevin Owens Ryback next. That is what we've got right now. My birthday is March 10th, 2021. The Undertaker, Kane, Ken Shamrock, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin and Mankind and the Hardy Boys and the Divas. What does that mean, Yuri Butler? How does that connect to your birthday? Is it their birthdays as well? Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Wrestling Days fan says, Days, she denied the allegations, and I don't care, honestly, what the fans say about... I'm not defending her. Fans are stupid. The allegations weren't proven. There was a lot of smoke, dude. There was a lot of wrestlers that came out. I could understand if it was like one person that came out and said something, but there were 4 or 5 big named wrestlers that came out and said that they had been like mistreated by her backstage. And Alison Kay came out and said, you know, we know about what happened as well. I think it was over in Japan. And obviously it came to light that that was a whole racial slurs. And the person that was the alleged victim came out and spoke out about it as well. So I don't care if she came out and said, no, I didn't do it. There are multiple people that said that she did. And it should have been investigated. Like, it has completely derailed. I was fully on board the Tesha train. I thought she was awesome. Thought she was great. But, yeah, I mean, I don't think saying fans are stupid when you've got that weight of evidence. Do you know what I mean? That's like saying, someone got murdered and several people saw it, but the murderer said they didn't do it. The murderer came out twice and said they didn't do it, so... People are stupid. Like, there's people that are saying that this happened. Like, there's multiple people out there that spoke out about it that seemingly were now working for different promotions. So, I know a lot of people were saying the timing was quite interesting because it was right on the verge of her winning the World Championship. But, she did just tweet out, women, can we just learn to help each other? Or not, she sent that kind of a tweet out like a really empowering. Why can't we all just get along and, you know, raise each other up? And that was just like light in the flame, wasn't it? Because if she has done this stuff, I can imagine people sitting there just absolutely fuming. Who does this woman think she is? Talking about like raising each other up when she's treated me like dirt and, you know, used racial slurs against someone else. And she came out and denied it, which is why I've always said, investigate it, find out the truth. Impact seemingly didn't. And I know there's a few people saying, well, how do you know they didn't? Well, maybe they did, but they certainly didn't make their findings public. And as a result, I mean, if you're a Tessa fan, she's taken a knock on this. She's taken a real knock. Same with the Velveteen Dream. If the Velveteen Dream is innocent, then there needs to be a statement saying he's innocent, because look at all the people that are tweeting out, fire Velveteen Dream. Look at his career. His career is in the toilet right now. Whenever he makes an appearance, fire Velveteen Dream trends. There's no excitement around Velveteen Dream. He's as good as done. He is as good as done. These allegations and things, they don't just go away. So it's in their interest to have an investigation and to make the findings public. So that's my feeling on it. My opinion on it is not going to change. Kevin Owens victorious in a very short match. I can tell you that match was like 5 minutes. It was the worst match on the show. Dave Meltzer gave it 1.75 stars. Done. We've just got the main event to go now. So Brock versus Undertaker. This is obviously the rematch, if you will, or part of the feud coming out of the end of the streak. So quite important. Quite important. Obviously, after the streak, the Undertaker was concussed. So as a result of the Undertaker being concussed, he had to take a bit of time away. So that's why this is a little bit after, you know, the streak ending. But this is still part of it. I should imagine the video package will show the end of the streak. Little advert for Breaking Ground. Get a special sneak peek after Hell in a Cell. Good show. Daisy, are you dressing up for Halloween? No. I think there's some fight on or something. We're streaming on that day. I don't know what the fight is, but there's some kind of fight where if I was dressed up, I would look a little bit silly. Anthony says, Days, what if Eva Marie returns and she blows a kiss at you? I would be very confused. They're just showing us earlier tonight with Zeb Coulter when he came out in his little scooter. And Del Rio, another controversial character. Well, I say controversial, found guilty of horrific crimes and about to go to prison for a long time. So maybe controversial isn't the right word. Ryback needs Dr. Pimple Popper, says Butter Sparks. Days, you should dress up as Shotzi for Halloween. Days, what if Eva returns, looks at the camera and says your name? I would freak out. Not in a excited way. In a, oh, flipping out. Flipping out. In a flipping out way. That's the thing that happened. Chalmers says, is Wilder versus Fury 3 happening? I think it's next year. I've got a feeling that it's next year. There's UFC on Halloween. I'll be late to that stream because I've got to take my sister trick-or-treating. You're still going trick-or-treating? I thought all of that was cancelled. You must be excited about Halloween Havoc and spin the wheel. Make the deal, says Alexa. Yeah, I am looking forward to it. I hope they decorate it really well for Halloween. I hope they do that. That's the one thing I want. Right. All the talking is done. Dress as Daisy. Dress as my sister. Here we go. Here's the video package. This is a 4-2-5 match, my friends. And it is inside Hell in a Cell. So here we go. Chapter 1, The Shock. WrestleMania. I'm going to be handing out COVID tests for Halloween. That's nice. The mother says no trick-or-treating if we're in lockdown. This main event was so underrated, says Wrestle with Andy. Yeah. It's very good. It's very, very good. Sean Reset says Days Ben Carter has officially signed with WWE. Yuri Butler says, are you mad at me? No. Why would I be mad at you? Hell no. Not just a no. A hell no. Great show so far, says Cora. Danny says, I can't be here for Halloween because my son is going trick-or-treating. That's understandable. Ashley says, it's Povetkin White. Okay, thank you, my friend. I knew there was some fight that was on that day. Days, did you know Undertaker versus HBK WrestleMania 25 was an awful match? I can't even joke about that. That's an awesome match. You've spelled awesome wrong. It's time for our main event. Seth's shocked face against Kane reminded me of his face when Baron hit Becky. That was a moment, wasn't it? Monica says, be careful, trick-or-treaters. Yeah, because there's lots of ghouls and ghosts out on Halloween, so be careful, guys. Alex says, vibrating junk. That's why I'm watching. There was a distinct lack of that last night. Right. Obviously, Undertaker got a win back after a low blow. It was just a wrestling low blow, though, so it wasn't very good. And now it's time for the final match. Hell in a Cell. Brock Lesnar, Undertaker, inside Hell in a Cell. It has been a good show so far, actually. Much better than I remember. Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker. Hell in a Cell. Now. Why did they put the now? Is that in case you didn't know? It's all very quiet. Why is it so quiet? Oh, here we go. Bum, 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 bum. Here comes Brock. Great video package. Monica says, I can't risk going out for Halloween, my favourite time of the year. Hoof-hearted says, Days, who do you think will win this one? I think the fans are going to win this one. Butterspark says, what? That match was an all-time classic. James Chadwick says, Taker versus Brock, Hell in a Cell 2002 was so much better than this one. This tweet was Damage Control. Days, can we watch Survivor Series once we get closer to Survivor Series? Oh, I definitely think that'll be an option. I'd love to watch the Montreal Screwjob again. That'd be good. Halloween in Canada. No, we have smaller cases here, so Halloween here is a go. It's a ghost. So happy they said it started now. I thought this was going to be a bra and panties match. That's true. That's true. I almost turned this off and left because I was like, I think the Kevin Owens Ryback match that was on for 5 minutes for the IC title, I think that was the main event. I wasn't too sure. But then they told me that the Undertaker Brock was now. And I was like, I never knew this match was on now. I better stay. So thankfully I did. Days Miro has said that Ben Carter has joined the dark side. I did see that, yeah. Right, Brock is inside the cell. Who in their right mind would want to be locked in there with Brock Lesnar? JBL says the most decorated combat athlete of all time. A perfect fighting machine. Here comes the dead man. Chapter 4, bra and panties match. You guys are desperate to see Undertaker and Brock in a bra and panties match. Ben Carter has picked the wrong side, says Dat King. Days, how have you found working from home during lockdown? Yeah, very different from where I normally stream. Because normally I stream outside with the birds and the bees and the trees. But yeah, staying inside while streaming is it is a challenge, but I don't complain. I just get on with it. Rishi says Undertaker is an all-time great. Here comes that all-time great. Here comes the Undertaker. It's such great music, man. Got a little goatee on the go. Goatee taker, that's what we've got. Danny says, what's a bra and panties match? It's where you have to get your opponent down to their bra and panties to win. I don't even know if Undertaker wears a bra or panties. Never asked. Maybe we'll find out during this 30 days of Undertaker. Night Days, I'm heading to bed because I've got a bad headache. Yeah, these streams will do that to you, Toby. Shout out to you, dude. Alex says, it's only 1:30 a.m. I thought pay-per-views didn't end till 4. Well, it's a nice, snappy one tonight. We've, how long have we got, actually? We've got about half an hour left. We're down to about the old 30-minute mark. The old 30-minute mark. Don't really remember the match besides the end of the match. The Undertaker, a true goat of wrestling. For the 13th time, he's stepping inside hell in a cell. And I can't imagine that he faced such a formidable opponent as he did here. Look at that man in the ring right now. Days, do you wear bras and panties? Depends how I'm feeling. Undertaker making his way inside. They're about to close the door. In fact, Undertaker's going to slam it shut. Undertaker slams the door shut behind him. Brock's obviously not looking intimidated here. Undertaker climbing up the steps. I'd love to have seen an orchestra play it. I can't remember an orchestra ever playing it live. Could you imagine an orchestra? Full orchestra. They should do that. They should do that for Survivor Series. They've got the room because there's no... Oh, yeah, but you've got to have the orchestra. But they can social distance. You could social distance an orchestra. I'd be that one. I'd be that one with the little stick. And to make it wrestling related, the conductor could have a little tiny kendo stick. That would be good, wouldn't it? And Xavier can be on the trombone. That'd be epic. They should do that for Survivor Series. Right, face to face, Undertaker. Brock's like, idiot. Brock just laughing at Undertaker like, stupid old man. Undertaker throwing a punch. Brock moving out the way. Brock bouncing side to side. Undertaker. Oh, about to go to Suplex City, but back elbow, big strikes. Look at these lovely shots coming in by Undertaker. Knee strike there by Brock. The crowd are red hot for this one. Undertaker in the corner as Brock is firing in some big shoulders. Brock goes hard into the corner. Undertaker with a clothesline. Brock goes down. Big strikes by the dead man. Good open. Good open so far. David P85 says Undertaker is hell in a cell. They would have to play for like 4 hours whilst he walks down. Yeah, they'd be shattered by the end. They'd be sweating buckets. He's just like slowly making his way down. Maybe put him in that Zeb Coulter scooter. Maybe you could like deck it out. You could have like smoke pouring over the top of it and everything, and he could come down riding down. Because he is like a bit like the American Badass. So, you know, rather than coming down on a big bike, he comes down on the Zeb Coulter scooter. That'd be fun. Here we go. Into the cage goes Undertaker. Bounces off onto the shoulders of Brock, who's looking for an F5. But elbows coming in by Undertaker. Undertaker hurls Brock into the ring post, and we can confirm the ring post is circular. It isn't square. It's not SpongeBob. It is circular. Like life. Bring back Hell in a Cell cage above your face. Hell in a Cell. Gone again. Scotland and Wales close their borders. He's bleeding. Is there blood? He didn't really go into it, did he? He used his hand to stop himself. So if there is blood, I'd imagine there's been a little bit of cheeky. Cheeky. We are the cheeky girls. Undertaker grabbing a chair. I can't see any blood. Who's bleeding? Oh, Brock's bleeding. Now I see it. Oh, yeah, there's quite a bit. There's me going, who's bleeding? And like, then I saw Brock and it's like, it's everywhere. It's absolutely freaking everywhere. Yeah, Brock bleeding. Takes up Undertaker. Spinebuster by Brock. So back into the ring. Undertaker throwing a chair in. Brock is bleeding blood. Which is what you do tend to bleed. Check DMs after the stream. I am going to jump on Twitter after, yes. Brock a crimson red. He's got the crimson mask. Big kicks by Brock. Brock with the chair. smashing Undertaker with the chair. Xavier Woods should have ended the streak. Xavier Woods should have ended the streak. Hey, look, the doctor's coming in and having a look. Yeah, doctor stoppage. Come on, let's get a doctor stoppage. That's what I want. Did you see how he was like, Brock, let me look. He touched Brock there on his face to turn his face. Only Sable's allowed to touch Brock like that. That doctor was getting fresh. He's like, Brock, let me have a look. And he just turned his face like it's such a moment. It's beautiful. Can I have a look, Brock? And then their eyes met and they fell in love. Brock Lesnar with a chair outside the ring. Oh, big wallop. Right into the arm of The Undertaker. Wrestling Days fan says, I've got a lot of love for Brock. He's great. He is great. Brock is already sweating buckets and he hasn't even done anything, says Heather. Chalmers says, doctor stoppage, please. Undertaker down. Honestly, now, I hope for ref stoppages and doctor stoppages just because I know that all the wrestling fans on Twitter will go into meltdown. I just get a kick out of that, to be honest. I just enjoy tasting people's tears. Hit the doctor with the chair, says Butterspark. Austin316 says, I would say Fiend versus Brock in Hell in a Cell would be great. But if Seth carded a ref stoppage, there's no telling what Brock would do. Eric, shout out to you. So they're on the outside of the ring. Brock looking for a suplex, but it's reversed. Undertaker, snap suplex to Brock. Only a legend like Hogan or Rock should have ended the streak, not Brock. Is Brock not a legend? I would argue Brock's a legend. I wonder if your hair is longer than Mama Daisy's hair. We do compare every day, and it's not quite there yet. But we are having a hair war. Undertaker with a chair. Has got it on the throat of Brock. Ah! Slams it down. Brock goes down. The chair goes into his throat. Blood on the forehead of The Undertaker. Oh. Wow. Yeah, this is brutal. I mean, look at Undertaker here, really battering Brock in a way that you just don't see. He's got him by the nose! Oh, good God almighty! He's ripping out his sense of smell. We need Doctor versus Lesnar. We do. Brock wasn't supposed to win. The Undertaker was knocked out, says Ryan. Does people who complain about ref stoppage prove they don't watch other combat sports? I don't know. I mean, it is unusual in wrestling. It is unusual. I feel that time limit draws should happen more often. I think that ref stoppages should happen more often. Doctor stoppages should happen more often. I think that they're all legit finishes. And honestly, a ref stoppage, if a referee is going to say this person can't continue, this person is not even able. I mean, honestly, that's a really good way to win. If the ref is going to turn around and say this person is out. Like, this person is so out, they can't even say the word I submit. You've battered someone to the point where they can't even submit. They can't even tap. You've pushed them beyond that point. Like, for me, a ref stoppage isn't a cop-out. A ref stoppage means you absolutely battered that person. That, like, you should be proud if you've got ref stoppage on your record. You beat up the person to the point where they can't even tap. They don't even have the ability to tap. They should definitely use it more. Undertaker trying to get up to his feet. Brock picks up Taker, looking for an F5. F5. Oh, there it is. 1, 2. In my mind, he tried the F1 and it did absolutely nothing. F2 was a little bit better, but wasn't really much. It was kind of like a slap. F3, you got a bit of success with an F3. But it wasn't until he got to the F5 that he was like, that's it. That is it. But even the F5, people kick out of it. He needs to go to an F6. When Brock comes back, he needs to introduce an F6. People are kicking out of F5s now. Lesnar with... Oh, there we go. Another F5. Look at this. Look. 1, 2. Kick out again. We need the F6. Unbelievable. Kicks out of the F5. Daze, what are your thoughts about at the time when Brock broke the streak? At the time... I was like, how are they going to explain this? How are we getting out of this? I could not. It was one of the most unfathomable things I'd ever seen. In the sense of, right, okay, someone's coming down. Yeah, we're going to restart the match. Then we didn't. Then I was like, okay, is there going to be a backstage segment? Are they going to declare it that it wasn't void? Are we going to say that the Undertaker was concussed and the result doesn't count? I'm like, how are we getting out of this? And I was like, okay, well, I've got to watch Raw. Let's see what they say on Raw. And then you go to Raw, and they're gloating about it. And honestly, it probably wasn't until Raw that I was finally like, we're really going with this, aren't we? This is really happening. This is really going in the history books as a thing that's actually happened. But it was so shocking, so unfathomable. I can remember going... Why have they done that? I can't understand. I just remember saying, I don't understand. Like, my reaction was me going, I don't understand. I don't understand. If there's one reaction that I could have, go back and honestly put onto the channel, it would be that one. I wish that was on the channel. I wish that was on the channel. The most shocking thing I've ever seen in wrestling. Maybe ever. Here's Brock. Undertaker down. Obviously being F5. Brock with some steps. Smashes the steps down. Undertaker moves out the way. Are you growing your beard to be Santa Days this year? Yes. And weirdly, as the years go by, it's actually starting to get whiter and whiter. So I think the beard is turning itself into Santa. Brock is giggling to himself, guys. We've got some breaking news. Undertaker gets his feet up. Oh! Kicks out and Brock went down and smashed him. Oh, what an idiot. Fancy smashing yourself in the face with some stairs. That's exactly what Brock Lesnar just did. He was about to do that and Undertaker kicks out, so he ends up going backwards and hitting himself. Boom! What an idiot. He deserves to lose the match just for that. Monica says, I cried harder than the New Day when the streak ended. I was so shocked and confused. I just think you cry all the time, Monica, now. Pretty sure you cry every day at some point. You just look for reasons. James says, so we got a crew of eye pokes, low blows, and knee breakers. Oh, look at this. Hell's Gate. Hell's Gate. Hell's Gate. Hell's Gate is applied. Lesnar is fading. Strike coming in by Lesnar. Managed to get out of Hell's Gate with punches. These punches raining down on the dead man. I cry looking at you sometimes. Oh! You gotta give it up. You gotta give it up. You gotta give that up. That's excellent. That is excellent. That is... Game recognizes game. Real recognizes real. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Nothing but respect for that comment. Nothing but respect. Wrestling Days fan, shout out to you. Call Deep, shout out to you, my friend. Hope you are well. Here we go, look. Brock is ripping off the ring canvas, exposing. Look at this, though, guys. The ring is naked. If you're watching this, don't tell your parents. Yeah? This is our secret, guys. The ring is being exposed. Woo! You guys wanted a bra and panties match, but you didn't expect the ring to be the one that was going to get exposed. But there we go. We can see the wooden boards of the ring. And Undertaker, it's a tiny bit of ring. Ah, choke slam onto the exposed wooden boards. I don't remember that. I don't remember Brock being driven onto the exposed wooden boards. Ah. Right on those wooden boards. But Undertaker can't capitalize. How long we got? This is awesome, champ from the crowds. We've got 12 minutes. Really good match. This is a great match, says Cora. My money's on Retribution interfering, says Hoof-Hearted. Here we go, and oh, look, Brock. He's like Bambi on ice, wobbling all over the place. Gets picked up. Tombstone! He's looking for a tombstone! Exposed ring! Brock! Oh, I don't remember this either! Tombstone! He tombstones him! 1! Here we go! 1, 2... Ah! Lesnar kicks out after being tombstoned onto the exposed wooden boards! Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Do you remember when people were chanting AE-dub amongst other things when The Fiend lost last year? Yes. Yes. Wow. Absolute scenes. Absolute scenes. I don't remember this being as great as this. I don't know why. I remember it being good. But, this is very good. Very, very good. Undertaker, back to his feet, but he's wobbling all over the place now. He's going over to Brock, who's still down. Lesnar has never been pinned after a tombstone, says Phil. Ooh. Oh, low blow! Low blow by Lesnar! Lesnar replying with a low blow that Undertaker hit on Lesnar in their last match. So Lesnar won at WrestleMania. Undertaker won at... And here we are at Hell in a Cell. Picks him up. Lesnar's got Undertaker up. F5 onto the exposed boards. Undertaker down. 1, 2, 3. And Lesnar wins. And that is why I never liked this match. I really... Because my thought was Lesnar had beaten the streak. It's the biggest thing you can do. So I was like, oh, come on, at least give Undertaker some. Alls they gave him was a cheating win. A win where he got a low blow and then won. I didn't like that. I was an Undertaker fan. So I was like, oh, give him some. They gave him a low blow win. I was like, ah. Oh. But then they set this up. So I was like, okay. Have Undertaker, have a great match, have Undertaker. And then he lost. I was like, flipping out. So, as a result, I've never rewatched this match. I was sad. I like Brock. I'm a big Brock fan, but I really wanted Undertaker to get something because he'd put Brock over in the biggest way imaginable. And all they gave him was a low blow win. And that upset me. No denying that's a great match. No denying that's a great match. That was exactly how I feel, says Austin 316. I don't think it would have hurt for Undertaker to have won. I'll be honest, even if he didn't win here, right? If he'd have won the second match, the match before this, if he'd have won it clean, not low blow, clean, I would have been fine. I just wanted Undertaker to have summer. Give him summer. He's just given Brock the win at WrestleMania. Give Undertaker summer. But, I mean, there's a nice sign of respect between the two here. Undertaker says, I see you, and then collapses down, and Brock collapses in the entrance way as well. The Conqueror. They gave me her personal items and her purse of dozen of 4.5 out of 5, says Wrestling Days fam. Brock is a legend. I wonder if Lashley or Zayn will have a match for Hell in a Cell. I'm hoping there'll be more matches added. I've had people asking when the predictions video is going to be done for Hell in a Cell. As soon as the Summit to Predict would be the answer. At the moment, we've got 3 matches for 2020. I agree that Undertaker should have won. I don't mind if it was here or if it was the second match. I just think he should have got one of them clean. I know he did win the last match, but... oh, well. Dum-dum-dum. They stopped dead in his tracks. I did. I always have to proofread your comments, William. You keep me on my toes. 5 out of 5, says Brother Nero. Undertaker trying to sit up, and he's struggling. That's it. We're meant to celebrate the fact he can sit up after the match. And then even then he can't. He goes... you go, oh, yeah! Hellacious. Hellacious. Brock getting a cheeky win is respect, as he didn't win clean. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Hoof-hearted, shout out to you, Brandon. Shout out to you. Undertaker chant from this capacity crowd at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Thank you, Taker, is what they're chanting. Thank you, Taker. But you still lost. I should chant, you suck, you suck, you suck. But there's a lot of respect. Lot of respect for the dead man. Days, you should take the Fiend versus Goldberg reaction and label it as Lesnar versus Taker the Unseen reaction. That was a tender moment between Lesnar and Heyman, says Lauren. Wrestling Days fan misses the crowd. Wyatt family attacks, but poor Wyatts had to lose again. Wyatts were treated poorly in 2015. Did the Wyatts attack? I can't remember. Oh, I can't remember. It's still time, so I'm guessing they do. But I honestly can't remember that. Howdy, Crazy Cheech. Lots of applause. He's looking down. He's like, oh, god damn. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. Thank you, Taker. Imagine if Sting came out now. That would have been epic. That would have been epic. Just as he gets down, Bray Wyatt's graphic hits. I don't remember this. Boom, 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 boom. Why would this idiot come out here now? There we go. The Fiend has got an issue. Didn't the Fiend attack Jerry the King Lawler? Well, there we go. That's because at Hell in the Cell in 2015, he called him an idiot. We've got Braun, we've got Rowan, and we've got the exalted one, Brody Lee. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Bray on his way down. So many chair shots. I love that. I don't remember this, says Danny. I don't remember this. Honestly, not a clue. I had no idea this happened. I mean, I probably did back in 2015. No. I was going to say I probably did videos, but the channel wasn't around. The channel started in early 2016. Strowman. Look at Strowman. The black sheep. They're surrounding the ring. You got Strowman one side, Rowan the other, Harper the other, Wyatt the other. Everyone was chanting, "Thank you, Taker," but no one's helping him now. Now that he actually needs friends, where is everyone? Leave him alone! Shouts JBL. Leave him alone! It's a mugging. Wyatt family attacking Undertaker. Imagine Undertaker's streak ending without a crowd. Ugh, that'd be awful. That means Days has an old YouTube channel. I don't. There is no secret old YouTube channel. He might be actually the dead man after this. How long have we got? Oh, we got like a minute. What are they going to do? Sister Abigail? Bray walks forward. Straight to the midsection. Big right hand. Undertaker goes down. He's being held up by the Wyatt family. Bray just firing some shots in. It's just a mugging. It's not even a very exciting mugging. Like, the crowd are a bit flat. Bray laughs. And are they going to walk away? Yeah, they're just going to stand over him. They're going to drag him off. Think they're dragging him. Next spring, I will give them the finger. Undertaker had to fight for his life. Now faces Bray and the puppets. Bray and the Muppets. They're carrying him away. Well, that's nice. Gotta give him respect there. It's one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life, says JBL. I think that's kind. He's just had a nasty match. They've beaten him up, granted, but they're not making him walk to the back. They're carrying him. It's nice. It's kind of like an Uber. That's what that is. That's wrestling's equivalent of an Uber. And that is the end of the show. The end of the show. Get your scores in. Out of 10, what would you score? Hell in a Cell 2015. What are your scores? They're taking him. Yes. He's let them in. JBL is heartbroken, says Alex. He was, wasn't he? That is one of the worst things I've ever seen. Well, he should watch more wrestling. Why wouldn't you want a new Wyatt family? Because Vince will bury it like he did the old one, says Dave in real life. Can a bloke get a shout out, says Brother Nero. Sure. Shout out to a bloke. 7, says Danny Barnhouse. 6.75, says John. Wrestling Days fan with an 8. Joey with a 9. Future Compilations with a 7. David P85 with a 7. Creed with a 7.5. John Cena Gamer with an 8. Austin 7.5. Sean 7.5. Brendan with a 9. Cora Turner with a 5.4. Sonny with a 7. Alex with a 9. Power Vapor Supply with an 8. Wrestling Days Fan with an 8. Michael Jansen with an 8.25. J14 with a 7.25. 49ers Empire with a 10. Robin 813 with a 7.5. Chelsea Fan with a 7. Brother Nero with a 6.5. Heather with a 7.5. Sunny with a 7. Brendan with a 9. C. Trini with an 8. 10 out of 10 says, for the stream says Wrestling Days Fan. But Spark 8.7. J14 725. Imtiaz, shout out to you with a 7.5. Didn't see what William. I thought I saw William score it. 6.9 from Hoof-Hearted. What am I gonna give it? I don't even know. 7.5. I thought it was better. It was better than I thought it was going to be. Do you know what? I agree with Dave there. I agree with Dave. 7.5 for me. 7.5. I don't think it really had the OMG moment that's going to push it into the 8s. I think it's really solid. Solid show. There wasn't really anything I didn't like. Kevin Owens, Ryback, I suppose. And yeah, there's things like Charlotte Nikki really impressed me. I thought I was going to hate that match, but it was actually really good. So I like that. Yeah, it was just, I don't know, it was really easy to watch. Solid stuff. I think Del Rio answering John Cena's open challenge maybe loses some of its impact now, but at the time that was a nice moment. Main event was like, as we said, Meltzer giving it 4.25. Very strong main event. Wyatt's coming out after. The execution of the Wyatt's coming out after might have been a little flat. But it was still a talking point. Carried the story forward. Yeah, 7.2. I don't think I'd go higher, but I'm quite happy with the 7.5. I think it was a pretty solid show. So that is it, my friends. We are done. We are done. We've got to the end of tonight's stream. Of course, we are back tomorrow for what should promise to be a very fun Raw. I think Raw is actually going to be better than what it's been in recent weeks. We always have quite a bit of fun on Raw streams. Now, obviously, there's no Tuck. That's a shame. But we do have a Firefly Funhouse. We've lost a Tuck, but we've gained a Fiend and an Alexa. So I think that's quite a good trade. So I do think that Raw is going to be a lot of fun. It is the season premiere. It is the go home. That's the only problem. It is the go home. So we're going to have to see. But because it's the season premiere, it's not just a normal go home. It's the season premiere as well. So because of that, I'm going to keep the old fingers crossed. I don't know that Lana goes through a table. I don't know that we're going to see that. That's a concern. I would hope to see that. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But a lot to look forward to, a lot to get excited about, and we will be back tomorrow at our usual time for that. So awesome, guys! Thank you to everyone that joined us. Really do appreciate the support, and hopefully see you again next time. Bye for now.